Paige freaking Beckers. Yesterday, Paige Beckers, she dominated. She turned the switch. Here's the deal. Paige Beckers has a masterful game. Okay? 40 points in the game against UConn. But here's the deal. She wasn't cooking until the fourth quarter. Or not fourth quarter, the second half. At halftime, Paige was playing okay. Not great, but okay at halftime, right? She had 11 points. She wasn't really doing that much. Lazy at times on defense. And Geno challenged her. He challenged her, and he said, hey, we need you. We need you to get going, not just defensively, but offensively as well. And then in the second half, Paige Beckers proceeded to knock down shot after shot after shot after shot after shot. Paige Beckers was dominant yesterday. Absolutely dominant. 40 points in this game. And this was a game where it was pretty close at halftime. This was not a game where we saw UConn dominant, right? No. UConn had a good first quarter. Oklahoma had a fantastic second quarter. We go into half, Oklahoma is up by 4. UConn needed to get the dub. And Geno Auriemma looked to his best player and said, you, take us home. You do it. And so Paige Beckers proceeded to do that. Paige Beckers proceeded to systematically take down this Oklahoma team. She even went on a personal run, right? She was knocking down threes. She was getting to the basket. Like literally, here's every single bucket from her. Her ability to get off those screens, make the shots. And it was just masterful watching Paige Beckers play. But this is what Paige does, right? This is what she does. And she does it efficiently. That's the best thing about it. 16 of 27 from the field. Efficient. Okay? She was someone who scored 29 points in the second half. 19 of those points straight. She scored 19 straight buckets for UConn. 19 straight. It was all Paige Beckers, and there was nothing anyone could do. Nothing. Geno wasn't happy with Paige in that second half. He told her. She knew it. And then she responded. She responded with a masterful game. Absolutely masterful. And she got a standing ovation because of how great she played. Literally, the best player on the court by far. In that fourth quarter, she was lights out. This is a UConn team that is straight up fire. Straight up. Because you got Paige Beckers who dropped 40. But also, and also the fact that Paige was 6 of 8 from the 3-point line. I'm just saying. Like that, definitely a thing. Definitely a huge factor in this game. Azzi Fudd doesn't shoot that great, Sarah Strong doesn't shoot that great in this game. She does end up with a double-double, though. 11 points, 11 rebounds. But all in all, there are times when you need your best player to just be your best player. And the rest of UConn kept this team in it in that first half. The rest of the players on UConn did their thing in that first half. In the second half, it was about Paige Beckers being Paige Beckers. 29 points in that second half, 19 points in a row. Paige Beckers drops 40 points. Absolutely dominant. Abso-freaking-lutely dominant for Paige Beckers. So for all those people who were like, no, Paige Beckers ain't the number 1 pick. No. She's not that good. She's blah, blah, blah. No. Dude, Paige Beckers can do this any day of the week. The player that can beat Paige Beckers is Paige Beckers. Because she's so efficient with it. She knows the types of shots she needs to shoot, right? She knows exactly what she's doing. Exactly what she's doing. And I gotta say, it was pretty fun. Pretty fun. Brett says Paige was out there was padding stats while the team was up 20. Here's the deal. Almost every single coach on a top team keeps their starters in for as long as possible. They all do it. At this point, can you still call that padding stats? It's what coaches do. Whether that's Notre Dame, whether that's UConn, whether that is, I don't know, pick your poison. Pick Texas, it doesn't really matter. The only team that does not do that is South Carolina, because South Carolina, in a lot of instances, their best players are their bench players, right? They're one of those teams that don't do it, but basically every team does. So at some point, you have to stop calling that stat padding and just call it what it is, which is a coach's prerogative. It's not Paige Beckers' fault that Geno wanted to keep her in. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. And also, like, Oklahoma is a good squad. So, yes, you're up 20 points, but at the same time, Now that's not me saying that he should have kept her in. My point is that's what happens. That is what they do. Okay? Okay? Well, Tennessee doesn't either, because the way Tennessee plays. Yeah. Tennessee and South Carolina don't do that. They don't, because Tennessee is always subbing. Like, there is no one who can you don't really have a chance to really stay in that much towards the end of the game, because you getting subbed. You getting subbed in and subbed out constantly. W. Bazile says, I'm weighing in because it's annoying. Unless it's Caitlin Clark, they call it stat padding. I mean, I know. Here's the deal. Up until last college season, I did not hear anybody talk about stat padding. Not really. When it came to women's basketball, it just wasn't a thing. And all of a sudden, everybody's stat padding. And like at the end of the day, dog, sometimes players are stat padding, but a lot of times it's just coach's prerogative. So yeah. Anyway. All right, guys. All right. Now, I want to get to the Elite Eight. Okay. So here are the matchups that we have later today. We got Duke versus South Carolina. We got LSU versus UCLA. And I think this is about to be a very, very, very fun battle. I hope y'all are excited about it, because I definitely am. Duke versus South Carolina begins at 12 p.m. on ABC, or 1 p.m. Eastern time on ABC, 12 p.m. Central time. I'm excited about this game. I don't know if I'll go live for it. We'll have to see. But I think it's gonna be a fun game. I think it's gonna be a really, really, really fun game. This is a very defensive-minded Duke squad. And they're going against the South Carolina team that also is a defensive squad, but someone who has a lot of offensive firepower off the bench. And so we'll ultimately see who wins this one out. I do have South Carolina winning. I think it's a narrow game. I think it's a narrow game. And I think South Carolina is held to a very low scoring margin. And it's gonna be an all out battle for 40 minutes. It's gonna be fun. It is going to be fun. All right. We also have LSU versus UCLA. That game is at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I see 2 on my screen because it's 2 for me. 3 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be a very, very fun game as well. Again, right now I have UCLA winning. However, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at all if LSU does win. I may have to wait until the game is about to start to maybe change my mind or not, because this LSU team, the way that Samaya Smith is playing, the way that Anissa Morrow is playing, is huge. And you got them two against Lauren Betts, right? And then you got Flage, who had a terrible game in the Sweet 16. She knows that. She's ready to rock and roll, right? You got her ready to go. You have Michaela Williams ready to go, going against a UCLA team that, yes, does have Lauren Betts, but pound for pound, when LSU is playing the way that they are, I don't know about UCLA really being able to hang on with that. So yes, right now, I do have UCLA. However, it's severely looking like LSU can win this game. It's really looking like LSU can win this game. It really is. Because UCLA has Kiki, it has Lauren, it has London Jones. That's about it. And London, sometimes she's hot from 3, sometimes she's not. Right? I don't know, guys. I feel like I'm midstream. I'm actually changing my mind about who's gonna win this game. I think midstream I'm changing my mind. It definitely could be LSU. Because truly the X factor for LSU is Samaya Smith. If Samaya continues to play the way she's playing, oh my goodness, how can you go against that? You got both Samaya and Anissa. Man, I think I maybe changed my mind to LSU winning that game. I think I maybe changed my mind to LSU. Yeah, yeah. I've switched. I have switched. I'm gonna go LSU for right now. I'm gonna go LSU because I'm just talking. I'm just talking through the players and like, dog. I don't know. I don't know how UCLA can do it if LSU is like fully on, and we won't know. We won't know until the game happens ultimately. But Hawkeye is also another player who can knock down some shots as well for UCLA. But to me, the big X factors for this team is Lauren Betts, Kiki Rice, and London Jones. Can London Jones go into the superhuman mode where she's knocking down threes left and right? Can she? Well, if she does, UCLA has it. Is Lauren Betts going to score 40 points? She might. But even if she does, I don't know if you win this game. If it's just Lauren Betts. If Lauren Betts is scoring 40 or even 50 and Kiki Rice only has like 7 points, I don't think you win. Kiki Rice has to be on her game today. Has to be on her game. She needs at least 15 to 20 points for Kiki Rice. London Jones needs to knock down at least 3 to 4 threes in this game. And Lauren Betts needs to be Lauren Betts. And all of that can and honestly should happen because these are very, very elite players. And if they do that, yeah, they got LSU. But for LSU, if Samaya Smith can get you 20, if Anissa can get you 20, Flau'jae, we know she's going to be on one today. I don't know what Flau'jae's going to do, but I can tell you this. I don't think she's going to have two really bad games back to back. I don't see it happening. I don't. And then you got Michaela Williams. Like, come on now. Come on. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun game. All right. Let's get to y'all super chat. Thank y'all so much for these super chats. Really do appreciate it. Shamika says, go live for LSU and UConn game. I will severely think about it. I think that would be a really, really fun game to watch live with y'all and do a reaction to. Irvin, thanks so much for the super chat. Says, keep up the good work. Love your channel. Well, salute to you, Irvin. Thank y'all so much for the super chat. And Alicia says, thanks so much for the super chat. Alicia says, because anyone can get right. That's right. You're absolutely right, Alicia. That's the motto. Anybody and everybody can and will get got. Okay? Who knows? Who knows what can happen? And that's the thing that makes March so fun. Because we don't know. We don't. All of this is guessing. We don't know. Ultimately, when they step on the floor, that's when we'll know. Okay? Molly says, what about Janiyah? I like Janiyah. I just think that Janiyah, she gets put on the floor and she's just told to just kind of hang out, just kind of do whatever. Janiyah Barker is a player who can be a big spark for this team, but really the spark comes from her rebounding the basketball and trying to get putbacks and whatnot. Her trying to just do all the little things for her team. She's not gonna really get any plays called for her. It's just about her trying to get in where she fits in, to make some scoring happen. Now, it would behoove UCLA to actually run stuff for Janiyah, but it doesn't look like they do, and it doesn't look like they will. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. Jay says, that's right, Nice and the team should take everything personal. Before games, there's a lot of chatter, I saw a interview with Flau'jae where she was talking about she was like reminiscing on like what was said last year, right? Around this time when they were playing UCLA. Was that in the Sweet? I think that was in the Sweet 16 when they played UCLA. Maybe I can't remember actually. Anyway, they played UCLA in the tournament. And there was an article that came out that basically called them dirty debutantes or something like that. Like it was not really good, right? And Flau'jae remembers that, right? And UCLA, for their part, they remember the fact that LSU was the team that sent them home, right? They remember that, and they're like, nah. We don't want that to happen again. And then Kim Mulkey's like, I don't really remember that game. Because she's like, all I remember is they won. Is we won, But we'll see. We will see what happens. I think it'll be a fun game though. I think it will be a fun game. I'm excited about it. Hope y'all are as well. Guys, that is the stream. I want to say thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's your stream. I don't have anything else to say other than got a great day of women's basketball to talk about. You know, we got a big game ahead of ourselves. So yeah. Let's see. Cheesy says, who said dirty debutantes? There was a reporter who worked for the LA Times. I don't actually remember his name. There was a reporter that worked for the LA Times. He was basically writing a piece about UCLA versus LSU last year. And he was basically trying to say that, you know, UCLA is they're America's sweethearts. They're great. They're so awesome. They're what you want a basketball team to be. And then he called LSU the villains, and he used the term dirty debutantes. And I believe the either that comment was pulled or because I don't think you can see that I don't think you could see the word dirty debutantes in the article now. But he apologized for it and whatnot. But yeah, it was a reporter who worked for the LA Times, who wrote that last year, and it pissed everybody off last year. Like, they were mad. I think I made a video about it. Possibly, I think I made a video about it last year. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. And Flajay still remembers that. I mean, as someone would if someone said that about you, right? So yeah, that's what I'm referring to there. Thank you for that question, because I'm sure a lot of people were like, what? So yeah, anyway, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Y'all have a great one. Go to church later today. That is what I am about to do. And yeah, have a great one. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.